Hello, my friends. It's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. And this is my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I am working on this journal today that I started yesterday. We did the cover together and put it together. And so I'm figuring out, I'm gonna have 3 signatures, like I said. And I was figuring out I decided to go ahead and figure out the covers to the 3 signatures because I like to do a cardstock cover to each signature to help when I put the more papery papers inside, it helps to protect the papers, right? So this book cover is, let me see, where's my ruler? I've just been having a little fun, crafty fun here before I started the video. So the cover is just under 8 inches wide, or just a little over 7 3/4 inches wide. So it's a little wider than the normal journal, even a little wider than little golden books and things like that. So what I did was I made this one here as my prototype, and I wanted to use this type gingham cardstock here that I have, and so I had to figure something out because it wasn't white enough. So I put I kind of made some Franken pages. So here is one. What you do is open it up. You have a pocket here and another little flip out here. I use some of the scraps too. You don't have to do this if you want to do something like this. You don't have to put anything over where the pages meet. But I did because I had the scrap here and I thought it was pretty. And so it would be in the book like that. You open up. That's going to be, a page in the back of the signature. And then the back looks like this, where these two papers meld together. And this is another strip that I had sitting just from some other paper, but I thought it looks really cute. It's the branding strip. See, there's the little hole. But remember, this is a junk journal. You can use, anything, anything and everything, right? I just want to encourage you not to be afraid to use your junk. Maybe something that you might think is more junky, like a branding strip. So I was going to show you how I did this and see if we can make 1 or 2 more here. So I've got some papers out here. The next one I wanted to do was this yellow gingham. I have this here. And to go with that, I have pulled out a scrap of paper pad. This is where I got the flowery one you just saw out of this paper pad. It's called Easy Peasy by DCMV. And let's see, $6.99. I'm trying to remember where this came from, but maybe you've seen DCMV in wherever different stores. So with the yellow, this is a farm journal. So with the yellow, I thought I would use this pretty yellow lemony page right here. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'll put that back out of the way. So what I did was take my papers and put them together. So here's my yellow. Let's see, I already cut the branding strip off of this. And then here is the lemon one. That's two-sided. See, the gingham one is one-sided. It's white on the back. This one's two-sided. Here's the 2 colors. I'm going to go ahead and cut the branding strip off. So this branding strip's a little different. It doesn't exactly have the line, so I'll just kind of line that hole up over where I need to cut. You don't even have to cut it off if you don't want to, but I am. So put that up there with my others. And then I'm going to glue these together. So I'm going to decide which patterns I want together. Do I want the gingham and the lemons or the gingham and this? So I had already decided that's why I picked this one out. I wanted the gingham and the lemons together. Let's see, I don't think it matters which way it goes. These lemons kind of go all over the place. I think I'm going to do it like this, though. Yeah, see, there's some upside down and some right side up. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. So then all I did was take my glue. So you don't have to sew. If you want to sew these, you can. I have done that before, where I just sew the pages together. And I was going to do that this time, but these are 12 inches, and I thought it would be kind of hard to take this to my sewing machine and keep everything straight and try to sew it together. So I decided to glue it, and then I thought, oh, I don't have to sew it. I can just glue it. So that's what I did. I'm using my art glitter glue, of course. It's just paper to paper. So, and you can see I didn't glue too much together as far as overlap. Just about, not even half an inch there. A little bit over 1/4 of an inch. So then I had this really wide piece of paper. Okay. Then I figured out where I wanted to fold it, according to the width of my book. So if you're doing this for an extra wide book, you would have to measure it with your book. So see how I have the gingham here? I folded that over first, and now I have this to measure with. I don't have to use my book cover again. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, let me get my gingham here. My gingham. So here's my lemons and my gingham. So let me get my gingham going in the right direction here. Okay, so I'm going to measure that with this and kind of just put it on here like this. And it's a little wide, I know, for the frame of the camera. So I'm just going to try to keep it in frame as much as I can. But here's my first, my prototype. So there it is. I'm going to fold over here. Hold on, this is not flat, so it's throwing me off. Okay, I'm going to make a little, I'm not going to fold it all the way down. I'm just going to make a little fold here at the top. It's just, this is very thick cardstock, so I want it to fold right, if possible. So, there we go. I didn't fold it all the way down. I'm going to fold it all the way down now. Okay, so I'm going to get my top edges together and make sure it's squared off as far as even and everything like that. Fold it all the way down. Okay, so I have that first flap. Let me show you my other prototype. See, it's the same width. Let me do that again. Same width. Okay, see here, it opens here. Okay, so then what I did was take this piece here and fold it over again, and I don't want it, well, I do want it here even with this, so I folded right here even with my edge there. And okay, I got that, a crease, kind of a crease. I just wanted to get kind of a crease so I know where to fold. Again, folding my edges together so it's squared off. Okay, got that, fold, and and as you can see, this is too wide. Here's my fold here for my first flap, and this is too wide, it goes over that, so I need to cut some of this off. So I'm going to just look at it. See, I'm not giving you measurements because your book, everybody's book will be different, so this is just an overall concept of how you can make a page wider. Okay, you just do it according to your book. So I'm going to come a little bit over from my fold because I don't want this right up in my fold, right? So I'm coming in a little bit over from my fold. I'm going to make a little, what I did before was take my scissors, and there's my fold. So I'm going to come a little bit over, about right there. I just took my scissors and made a little cut so I know where to cut. You can use a pencil if you want, but I just cut like that. See, I got a little cut there. And then I took it to my paper cutter and I just cut that off. So I lined it up in my paper cutter with that little cut that I made. I know you probably can't see it, but I can see it right here. Okay, and I'll bring this over so you can see. There's my cut right here. Okay, so let's cut that strip off. Make sure everything's even. Cut away. And there is a strip, another strip. I'll put that with my strips. Okay, so now it's starting to take shape. Okay, and then what I did was I went ahead and put my blending. I'm going to call them blending strips. I don't know what else to call them. But yeah, I was like, because I just kind of developed this morning as far as you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just kind of just worked with it, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I got this now. It looks good, I like it. But then I thought, I wonder if I want to put something here. So that's what I did. I just took my little strip that I just made from this scrapbook paper, and I see it has two sides. So I turned it around and put that here. So I went ahead and did that when it was still 12 inches, right? Okay, so let's glue that down. I'm just, you know, you may find a better way to do it if you do something like this, and maybe you've done something like this, and you may already have a better way to do it, but, you know, things just, sometimes you just work with things and see how they come together, right? And this is what I did with the first one, and I thought it came together. I like how it came together, so there you go. See how you have the white here, and the two different patterns, which I think, of course, go together because they are one piece of scrapbook paper, double-sided, so they were made to coordinate. Okay, so then I have my, you know, my flips here, and I have this pretty kind of two patterns here, and I didn't I just used a random strip from where I have my strips over there by my sewing machine, where I put them until I get ready to sew them together. And so I just had a random strip over there, but this time I think I will use this one. I don't really have any more. Actually, I do have one more, but I think I will use this one. This is the lemony side. This is the other side, and there's my little hole, so it's the branding strip that we just cut off. So I'm going to put that right there. See how nice it looks? Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this side on this time. So I'm kind of like, I kind of was really happy when I decided to do this, because, you know, I'm using my scraps for one thing, or for the main thing, actually. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm using my scraps, you know. I just love not making scraps because I already have enough to use, you know what I mean? So every little time I can use my scraps, it's just like so exciting and thrilling to me. So there we go. I think it really brings them together when you know, when I did this. I thought it really brought the two patterns together. Okay, and then I went ahead and measured my length. Okay, so we'll use our prototype again. Here's how it opens. Just, I would say, make sure you're putting it down the right way. You know, make sure you're not putting it down this way, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's the wrong way. It's kind of square. It's pretty square anyway, but that's just my thought in my head. Let me make sure I'm putting it down the right way. So this is my length that I need. So that's my measurement there. I'm going to put this down on my paper cutter now. And so I know where to cut, about right there. I'm going to bring it up just a hair, because I don't want to have to cut it. I don't want to have to waste any paper and cut another little sliver off, you know, if it's too big. And this is a little, see how it's showing here? So I'm going to bring it up a little bit because of that. I hope that makes sense. So let's cut that off. It was a little scary doing this, because like, if I cut it wrong, I've done all this for nothing, right? But it'll work out. Okay, so I cut across there. You're going through a few layers of paper. So there we go. And then I had two pieces. Okay, so it's coming together. Here's what it looks like now. Cut. And then I thought, oh, what can I do with this? Do I want to make this into a page? Well, you could just make this into another page, like a short page, okay, if you want to do that. You've got this pretty little Franken page. And then, but then I decided to put a pocket over here. And so I measured. I took my, see, this is my gingham here, so I decided I want my lemon on the other side. So I just took it like this and measured my pocket. And yeah, so I have this piece to use from the first page too, but I just took it like this and measured. Again, about right. Let me get it right here. About right. Again, I don't want it to go right up into the fold, but almost on the pocket. So about right there. I got my fingernail there. You can mark it with a pencil if you want. You do you. I'll do me. Okay, so I'm cutting. And then, so yeah, I still have this to use somewhere. Still a pretty piece of melded paper. And let's see, I don't know where I put the first one from the first page. It's here somewhere on my table. Okay, and then I have this ready for my pocket. And like I said, I have the yellow gingham on the top, so I want the lemons on the back. But then I decided it was too tall of a pocket, so I cut this in half, and I just went like this and found my center. I just kind of made a little fold the two. It's cardstock, like I said. This is really thick cardstock, so it's a little hard to fold. But I just made a little mark like that, a little kind of pinch. You know, I don't fold the whole thing, just a little pinch so I know where to cut. And cut that. And I have my, voila, this can be a little tag or bookmark for your journal or a pocket somewhere else, whatever. It could even be, ooh, I just had an idea. Hold on, I just had an idea. Let's finish this one first. Okay. So then I glued this down. Let me check the width here. Make sure it's not too wide, because I think it's a little bit too wide. It is a little bit too, well, it goes right up into the fold, and I just don't want it to have any problems folding, so I'm going to cut a tiny bit of a sliver off there, because I don't want this page to have a problem folding where that pocket's going right into or almost through the fold there. So let's cut a little sliver there. Okay. All right, let's see how that is. That looks better. It's not going into the fold now. It's just right beside it. So that is good, I think. So, yep, we want the lemon showing. So then I just glued that down. And again, you can do whatever sewing you want to do. Let's get some glue on here. I don't want too much glue on here where it's taking up pocket room, so I try to be careful with putting glue on there. Just enough to hold it down. Okay, get right to the edge. Trying to not get glue on my table too, which I should have something over here, which I have it right over there, but I didn't grab it. So we're just going forward, going forward. Okay, so just want to make sure that's all glued down. Okay, so what did I just think of doing? Do I want a little side tuck here? I think that's what I thought of just now. See, I could put a little side tuck there. Or I could even put another pocket right here. I kind of like the side tuck idea, you know, something different. Let's do that on this one. And if I can find the one for the other one, we will do it to the first page too. So I need to cut off a little sliver here. All right, I'm going to make a little fold there. I need to cut right there. So I got some pages ready this morning too, and you know, for the signatures, and I pulled out a lot of kind of bigger pages, bigger papers that I have, and things like that. And if I have time, I'll show you today. Otherwise, we'll have to work on it another day. So let's go ahead and glue this down right here. So I'm going to have lemons up because this is the other side of the lemon paper. So let's do that. Let's see. Make sure where I'm putting my glue here. Yeah, I heard someone, well, if you've heard Franken pages before and you don't know where it came from Nick the Booksmith. She invented, as far as I know, and as far as I ever heard, since I've been on, you know, watching YouTube videos and junk journal creating videos, Nick the Booksmith, way back when, That's one of the first things I heard her, when I first started junk journaling, that's one of the first things I saw was Nick the Booksmith making Franken pages. And that was probably like 2015, 2016, if you want to look back. Or just Google Nick the Booksmith and add the word Franken page. You'll probably find her video where she did it that long ago. Okay, so that one is, we took that even further than the first one and added this side tuck here. So let's see, the first one's right here. And so I should have a little piece of paper here, or did I use it? I don't know if I know where it is, so I might not be able to, oh, here it is, I found it. Right here. So this one can be, oh yeah, this could really use a little color over here too. So see, here it is, this paper here. So I can put the flowers right there. I don't know why I didn't already do that. That's weird. I guess I didn't really think of it. Or just go that far, you know, I just thought, oh, it's done. Well, this is the perfect length. Okay, so we can just glue this down. See, I've got a little fold here, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to use it. It's no big deal, remember? Junk journal. So, just because it's folded doesn't mean I can't use it. It's going to straighten out in the long run, right? So, it is a nice day here in North Carolina. It's a little cooler than I would rather have it a little warmer. But it's getting up to, what did I see, 54. So at least it's not going to be freezing or anything. And we're celebrating my husband's birthday today at my son's house. So that'll be fun. I'm making, my husband's favorite cake is German chocolate cake. And I'm making, he thinks I'm making a cake, but he doesn't know I'm going to make cupcakes instead. So it's just easier for people to eat, right? And cupcakes are fun. So I thought, I don't think I've ever made German chocolate cupcakes before either, so it'll be fun for everyone, I think. So there we go. We've got 2 pages. Now we have a few minutes to get started. Isn't that pretty? This will be, I don't know which one will be first, but there I got to use my gingham. And so it's the third signature. Let's just start on it so you can see the pretty papers. I don't have any green gingham. This paper pad is what I'm using. I've had this for a long time, and I actually bought it at Walmart, but Walmart doesn't sell this anymore, I don't believe. But you can get this online on Amazon. I have seen, who is this made by? Color Block. I have, you know, Amazon does have Color Block, and if I'll try to find a link and put it in there for you. I'll put my Amazon affiliate link in there for you. So I just have left a little bit of paper from this cardstock, and I would buy this again because I like using the gingham in different things. I like using it in cookbooks, you know, recipe book, cookbook type journals, and of course a farm journal. So I've just got the orange, yellow, and that might have been my last red, was it? No, I have a couple more reds here. But with that, let me get that paper pad again and see what we can find. I think I saw one when I was picking out the lemon. I saw one in here. I said, oh my goodness, that's going to be perfect with the orange. See, here's one here, pink. And here's the flower one that I use. And here's a tomato. How perfect is that for a farm journal? Tomatoes. You know, we grow tomatoes on a farm. We grow tomatoes everywhere, but I'm just saying, it's very farmy. See, look how pretty that is. So that's going to be the next one. So gorgeous. Like, I was going to do this video last night, but I was kind of tired, and I didn't know if I would do this last night, you know what I mean? Because it takes a little bit more thought and energy than I had last night. So I thought, let me do my video tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, and I'll probably be more with it and do something better than I would tonight. You know, I didn't want to just throw something together. I wanted to really do something. So this is what happened. There's my strip. So let's see. So we're going to put our tomatoes together. This side is a pretty green kind of vine looking or leaf looking decoration. So again, these are going every which way. Isn't this beautiful paper? I love it. Easy peasy. I'll try to find that too. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where that came from. So I will see if they have it on Amazon. If they do, I'll put a link for you. Okay, so I'm going to put these two together again. Let's see how far we get here and see how this develops and how it looks. It's pretty exciting because they come out so pretty, I think. And so excited that they're the right size. There we go. Okay. Gorgeous. Okay, there we go. I keep looking at my prototype because even though this is simple, I want to remember how I did it, right? So I got my prototype right up here in front of me. So, let's see, make sure that's glued down. Then I measured, I believe, where I had to fold the gingham. So I went like this. I think it helps to, it helps you and it helps me if I repeat, right? Like, how did she do that again? It's simple, but how did she do that again? Or I'm the same way. How did I do that again? Not just you guys, it's me. How did I do that? So, yeah, I'm measuring. All right, there we go. It's about right there. Kind of took it over a sliver because I don't want it to be too wide, even though I just measured. Okay, fold there. And then I took it and folded this over, like, you know, to the edge of this. Maybe I can do this one faster. I doubt it, though. I just want to do it right, you know what I mean? And this paper is incredibly thick. If you get it, you'll see what I mean. And it's got this a little bit of shiny on here. I think that it's got like a, almost feels like it has a sealant on here or something. Incredibly sturdy, too. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, see, it's kind of rubbery here. So did you hear that squeak? That's the shininess on there. Yeah, that's beautiful, though. Okay, and then we're going to cut a little piece off here because it goes over too far. So about right there. Let me keep my, well, I'm not keeping my thumb on there. Hold on. Right there. Okay, let me put my fingernail on there because I got to get it over here to my paper cutter. Yeah. Sorry if I'm a little finger fumbly there. Trying to keep everything in the camera and get the right measurement there. Of course, you can make it easier on yourself and use a pencil. Okay, so there we go. Gorgeous. Here's one side. Here's the other side. Next, we put our pieces, our strips on. So I've got this strip for, I think I can put that there. This is a solid strip that we just cut off. So we'll put that there. All right, let's do it. See how much we can get done in the next couple of minutes. That's all I have left. I want to get enough glue on here to glue this all down nice and solidly. Okay. So that's going to meld these two together. Tomatoes. Tomato. Okay, and the other side, the strip we put over here. Here's the other strip that we cut off the branding of this one. So let's, don't think I have anything else I'd want to use. I have the gingham and the flower right here. Do we want to use the flower? The flower has some orange in it. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. I think I'm going to use this, though. I think I'm going to stick with this one. I'll use that one somewhere else. Okay, so we got to glue down the tomatoes. Okay. So exciting. Okay, my time is up. That means I have like 2 minutes. Because my camera, you know, my phone. records for like 32, 33 minutes. Okay, so there we go. Now you know the rest. Cut off the bottom, make your pocket, make your side tuck. But there we go, another page. And I will show you real quick before I go how these fit in here. So they'll be like that. Here's my journal. See, the length is good. Nothing's showing top to bottom. And nothing's showing out here. And when I open, there you go. See, they're going to be the perfect size. Here's my book cover right here. You don't want it right to the edge. I don't want it right to the edge. I want it almost to the edge. So it'll be like that. Almost to the edge like that. Awesome, right? Okay, I'll let you know what my next step is. I'll see you in my next video. Everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And check the description box for those links to the scrapbook paper. I'll see you later. Have a great day.